everybody. Welcome to We Run on Reruns. I'm Amanda, and I'm here with my brother, Eric.
How's everybody doing this week? We are now on to Season 5, Episodes 7 and 8 of Friends. And this is where, I'm really a big fan of these episodes. I think I'm learning that we've talked about which seasons are our favorites. Season 5 is going to be pretty high up on the list for me, I think.
It's a good one.
It's like we're I think enough past the Ross and Rachel breakup stuff that it's just kind of all of them doing their own thing. Plus, as I said, I just love all the early Monica and Chandler stuff. I think that's great.
Same. Everyone does. I just think that it's so fun, especially before everyone finds out. It's like a great moment as they're just getting to know each other. I love that they added that dynamic to the beginning of their relationship, so it wasn't just like everyone knows, because that would be really crazy, like they've all just been hanging out as friends, and now like it would just be, it's a lot of pressure. So I get why they wouldn't want to share that, and I like that they added that dynamic, that twist to to that storyline. So, just as a quick reminder of where we left things off in our last episode, we had Joey finding out about Chandler and Monica. So now he's the only one that knows. And Ross told Rachel that Emily is only moving to New York, is going to move to New York, but only because he promised he wouldn't be friends with her any longer. Rachel was hanging out with her new neighbor, Danny, after she accidentally fogged him. And just after Ross decided to sell all of his stuff and lease his apartment, well, then Emily ended up breaking things off because she realized, real like she came to terms with the fact that she just couldn't trust him, which is pretty understandable. So they're over. Emily's gone. End of the Emily saga.
Or Emily. I'll still stand on it. Or Emily.
Well.
Anyway, we move on.
You can stand wherever you want.
I will.
Yeah.
Me and Emily and oh my gosh. What's her name? The Chronicles.
Who?
Kathy. Kathy. Thank you. I was like, I knew it was a K, and I'm like, I can't come up with it. Yep. Kathy and Emily and me, we can all go hang out. I'm here to support the cause. Anyway,
I liked Kathy more than Emily, but fair
enough.
I mean, but Eric, speaking of people that, folks that the friends are in relationships with, Eric, you brought up in our last episode how Rachel really didn't have any other good relationships.
Stand on it.
I'll make one suggestion. I'll make a hot take.
Okay.
How about Rachel with Bruce Willis's character before he loses his mind?
Oh.
I actually thought they were pretty good. He had some serious emotional problems, as it turned out. But.
Yeah, that's probably as good a get as you're gonna get.
I mean,
it's not a great look. It's not great, but it's not. I think that speaks to the swill that she's swimming in right now. It's not like, that character's so amazing. He's way older than her. It doesn't fit. The two of them clearly have chemistry in the same way that Monica and Richard did. So I get it. But it never seems to really work, but it works a little. I mean, but this is the thing.
Yeah,
she has a lot of one-off characters. And
I was just going to say, she really doesn't have long-term outside of Ross and Tag, who is the only other long-term. And honestly, say what you will about the age difference between her and Bruce Willis.
Better than Tag.
I would say her and Tag.
Yep.
I mean, Tag, oh my gosh.
Yeah, we'll get to Tag.
It's too weird. Yeah.
We'll get there.
But anyway, just have to mention that.
Well, anyway, let's jump in here. This is episode 5. I'm sorry. No, season 5. I always seem to get those mixed up. Season 5, episode 7, the one where Ross moves in. And in this one, we have Phoebe dating a health inspector. We have Ross moving into J-Man and Channy's. And we have Danny throwing himself a housewarming party that Monica and Rachel are not invited to until they are, but we've got to figure out who's controlling the ball, who's got the ball in the game.
Ball? What ball?
I didn't think there was a ball. Oh, there's balls flying all over the place.
Again, so this is another episode where it's really funny for Jennifer Aniston. It's really, but it's also so cringy at
So
the same
bad.
time. It's like, Rachel, please stop, Rachel, for the love of God.
And I think this is
so
the thing.
bad.
This is where Jennifer Aniston herself might be funniest. And in that sense, she can never really hold down a long-term relationship because she's acting insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Very
it's a crash. It's a car crash if you've ever seen it. But anyway, I'll say this. I want to talk about Phoebe because I feel like that story is fairly quick here. Yeah. I love this relationship for Phoebe. I wish it carried on a little bit longer. I'm not going to say that the health inspector guy is a better fit than David the scientist guy or Mike. Mike, love Mike.
So good.
He's great. Yeah. But the health inspector guy, the way that she just finds him so amazing when clearly even Monica and Rachel are like, what are you talking about? Like, you know what he would have said to that? He would have said, see you later. Like all the lame jokes, and she just finds them all amazing. I love that. I find it very cute and endearing of her. And I think it, again, is one of those things where you wouldn't expect that from Phoebe, and you never know. Just like in the last one, where she just pulls out a blade out of somewhere to open a box up. Seeing her going for the guy with the real corny jokes, like, I wouldn't have thought that. But I love seeing it happen.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, she's just so amused by Larry as he is busting Monica for, because she left her hat in the kitchen and she had to go back to get it. And he knew that she had to do that.
That's it.
And so he caught her on it. And she's really into the fact that he is able to whip out his badge and like bust them in the kitchen. And she's like, oh my God, you could do that? Yeah, let's take him down. But then after a while, it's like, all right, but where are we going to eat though? Hello, like nowhere. None of these restaurants are going to be open anymore if Larry's just out closing them down. And I think she finally draws the line when he sees the milk out at Central Park and he wants to give Gunther a
when he starts to threaten to shut down Central Park, that's when Phoebe's like, whoa. No.
Yes.
This place is totally fine. I left this here on my own. I brought it by myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know that there's a whole lot else to that story, but I do find it fun and very endearing of Phoebe to kind of play a very different role in this one.
Yeah, agreed.
So what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about Danny or you want to talk about Ross?
Well, let's go into, I feel like, let's go into this Ross portion next. So Ross is having to move again. And I love Ross at the beginning of this episode where he's like, well, who needs a lease when it's family? Because it's like, Emily's family has convinced him, oh, just move in. It's no big deal. And now he's kicked out on the curb because he didn't have a lease.
He's not really family. And
no.
I think this marks the beginning of the Ross spiral.
Yeah, it's true. I've mentioned that a couple times, but I think this is the true beginning.
You could make the argument that it's happened a few other times, but I think the way that he is acting in this one is is starting to show that insane version of Ross where, I think he just, because his hair is longer too, we
get the crazy hair.
He just looks a little bit more disheveled from time to time, and he's just always seeming like he's on edge. And there are some great stories that come out of this. From this episode, I can't tell you how many times we in my house will do bye bye little puppet Joey hand.
Oh,
this motion.
Yes.
That is the official like quiet down signal in my house. And it is just one of a number of things that start to drive Joey insane.
Yes.
They had to move the foosball table. Got to do bye-bye little Joey hands. We got to do, the air purifier. We have to do, which I find amazing from Ross, where I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Ross is moving in and they're like, hey.
Pitch in for the filters.
Well, first of all, no. We won't, but like, hey, since you're going to live here, why don't we add you to the answering machine? Oh, I've already done it. What are you talking about, Ross? What are you saying?
We will call you back. Bad. Yeah. Oh, you're fake laughing too, right?
Oh, the tears are real. The tears are real. Yeah, it's just like that to me is a decision that I don't even think Ross makes. Like, I mean, you would just convert somebody else's answering machine tone? Like, crazy.
He's just staying there for like a while until he gets his feet on the ground, like updating the answering
but like
machine.
The thing is, okay,
weird.
Really great for Joey and Chandler to be able to offer that to him as like a sign of, hey, we want to welcome you in here. This is your place as much as it is theirs. Oh, I've already done that on my own.
Well, they don't even really establish like where Ross was sleeping, where he was
in the fort?
He was staying over.
He's in the fort.
It's very weird. This whole thing is very strange. But yeah, Chandler
they've got a pull-out sofa. We saw that.
Yeah,
that's about as good as it gets. I mean, well, wait, do they have that anymore?
Oh,
they had one.
Is that gone?
I don't know. They had one when Joey's dad came to stay with them.
Yeah, but I think that might because they have the yellow couch now.
That might have got stolen.
Yeah.
That might have got stolen.
Yeah. Yes, it was. It was stolen. So maybe
I don't know
Ross
if the yellow one pulls out or
not.
It doesn't look like it. Does not look like a pull-out sofa.
No. Well, then we have, Joey's complaining to Chandler about the quiet down hands. At first, Chandler is trying to say, like, listen, let's just give him a chance here, but then Ross is even coming in and because they're just playing a game of foosball and he can't even handle that from the other room. It's not a good situation. Ross is not a very flexible roommate here.
No, and that's where I'm like, Ross, okay, so you want quiet, you leave.
Yeah, go to a library. What are you doing?
Right.
Go to your work or something.
Go to your office, go to a library, go somewhere else to find some quiet. That's the idea. You don't get to like dictate the entire apartment.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, I will say though, so the funniest scene to me in this whole episode, which I actually had to rewind and watch their expressions again because it just kills me, is when they show up to that tiny apartment and they walk in and they're like, hey, look, it's the kitchen / bathroom. Let's check out the rest of the place. And then they all just like do this like slow motion turning around and Ross is like, I think this is it. And it's just so funny. I don't know. It's just something about their expression and realizing like this is the entire apartment. It was this tiny space. I mean, Eric, I know we go back to How I Met Your Mother references a bunch here. And
I was just thinking that.
I mean, was this literally the exact apartment that they used for Lily when she moved back to New York? Because it looks exactly the same.
I don't think it's the exact space. But
it's wild.
It's the same amount of space where she had like the bed that couldn't even open all the way out. But I will say in this scene,
and she had the bathroom / kitchen. It was the same.
But I love when they're like, "Oh, you should go fill out the apartment paperwork," and he's like, "So you really think I should get this place?" And Joey's like, "It's perfect.
It's perfect.
And he looks at Chandler and he's like, "Kitchen/bathroom."
Oh,
Doesn't even say good or bad. And he's like, "All right, I hear you. I'll go fill it out." And they're both like, "Oh my God, we're horrible people." He totally knew. I do love that whole section. I love it funny. All. I love that whole transaction. Really good. Really good.
Yeah, and then when Joey and Chandler are talking about it later, it's like, oh, maybe we did a good thing helping Ross find his new place. And he's like, well, what are we going to do, Joey? I don't know, pizza? About Ross.
Oh, right. He's a big tap dancing pimp. That's what we get to.
Yes, and they blow because they have a reference call the apartment asking about Ross. And I love how, Chandler at first he's thrown out, oh, he has a big dog. Oh, he's really into tap dancing. I guess it is a lost art. And like all these things that he thinks are going to be working.
Yeah,
they're not deterring. I mean, listen, this is Manhattan. Like that, all kinds of people are walking through here that they have to, big dog. Sure, that's fine. Tap dancing, that's cool. Oh, he's a pimp. Yes, that's it. He's a pimp. And I guess that was enough to push the landlord over the edge.
That'll be enough. That'll be enough right there.
So, yeah. So they, and Joey doesn't obviously understand what Chandler's doing at first, which is also great.
No, the slow roll Joey recognition is always fun. This is one of those really good ones where he's like, huh?
Yeah.
He like really plays the slow beat. Huh?
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, we got it. Classic Joey maneuver. Mm-hmm, it's like the fake being upset that you didn't get the job. The slow roll of recognition is something. But I will say, so now let's get to Danny.
Yes.
Danny's having a housewarming. Mm-hmm. And he mentions it offhand to Monica and Rachel. And basically, this gets out of control in a hurry because Rachel has gone out for pizza with him, but then nothing happened. And she's always like, laughs at all his jokes. Nothing. And so she's trying to like play the game, but Danny's not playing the game. She thinks Danny's playing the game. It does not appear as though that Danny is playing any sort of game. So he comes over to invite them, and she has to turn him down, even though that's what she wanted, because he would know that she's just sitting around doing nothing, and he can't know that I would have had no plans waiting for a possible invite, so I've got to have plans already. Holy smokes. If this is really what people do, my brain hurts. I'm too simple of a person to think this game mechanics out.
I agree. Yeah, it's the whole thing is nuts. The scene, I do love, Eric. I don't know if you recognize the guy in the hallway that Danny is like.
Sure do.
Doug Benson. Yeah.
Absolutely. My mom calls it Bloomies.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, wow, Doug Benson, though, dropping it on Friends. I love that so much.
I love the fact that Doug Benson somehow has this random Friends appearance. Have you seen a picture of him recently?
No.
I pulled him up the other day. I think of Doug Benson looking like that guy on Friends forever.
Okay.
He has grown his hair out.
Oh my gosh.
An insane level.
Yes. I have not seen him in years, I don't think.
No, because he's still looked exactly as he has. I know. Wow. He's looked exactly the same as he has on Friends, as far as I'm concerned, for a generation.
Yeah.
He's looked exactly the same.
He has some nice hair.
That's what I said. I'm like, wow, he actually looks really good.
Wow.
Like, I'm not always a huge fan of the long hair for guys, but he's good.
Going for the dude, the Big Lebowski look. I can see that. Okay.
Yeah, right. He really is. Like, he is becoming the dude.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Nice. Yeah. But it's, oh man, I love that line from Monica where, Rachel's asking her, what kind of regatta gala starts at night? The fake kind? Yeah.
I will say this. We have debated on whether or not Chandler has game. And I think, settled on, we both think that he is. He's a smooth talker, that Chandler Bing. Mm-hmm. You know who's not a smooth talker?
Rachel?
Monica. So what do you call this?
Oh.
Salad?
Aren't you like a chef or something?
And this over here? Oh, that's bread.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, gosh.
Aren't you a chef? Like,
what the heck? What are you doing?
You had to have him identify bread? You're the worst wingman ever.
That's not even game. That's just like trying to have a conversation. Like you could talk about anything.
No, she's trying to distract. She's trying to distract. You got nothing else. That's
what I'm saying.
To talk about.
She couldn't even pull off a conversation here. But the whole fact that Rachel needed her to do this, the whole thing is just weird. I mean, come on, Rachel. This is not good. Also, the fact that the party's in the hallway too. Really,
that is the other thing.
It struck me this time. I'm like, what is going on? Is this a
housewarming
inside? I don't know.
This is a housewarming party for the new apartment, and everybody's outside. Like, I almost feel like they wrote this and then went, oh, we don't actually have like an apartment set ready for this.
We don't want to bother staging this guy's apartment. We don't have the budget for that. So let's just do this in the hall.
We'll just have them stand in the hallway.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very confident that that's the exact same hallway that they use for Monica and Rachel, and they just slap different door numbers up.
Imagine the amount of staging that had to go in for all the work to make the messy girl's apartment.
I don't even want to think about that.
They're like, we're exhausted. We're just gonna have it in the hallway because
like they just dumped a dumpster in there.
Oh,
like, ugh,
gross. Yeah,
awful.
Yeah,
I mean, there were liquids and stuff in there. No.
But yeah,
no,
Rachel.
No,
but Rachel saying to Doug Benson, like, "At ease, soldier. You're his wingman, right? Frat bros. Yeah, you go talk to his friend. You go tell him. Nice try." Oh, Rachel, and Monica's like, I think I'm going to need a drink. No kidding, Monica.
Like,
I'm right there.
Yeah, no kid, let's go. I'm like, okay.
Bad. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do laugh every time at my mom calls it bloomies. My mom calls it bloomies. In fact, that's one of the ones that my wife Tina will say immediately. As soon as this episode is on, she's like, my mom calls it bloomies.
So good.
All right, so let's jump into season 5, episode 8. This is the one with the Thanksgiving flashbacks, where we get to see flashbacks of Monica, Chandler, Rachel, and Ross all in a previous Thanksgiving.
And Joey.
We get to see a flashback of Joey as well. And we get to see Phoebe asking for more bandages! More bandages!
Way back from a different life.
Oh, this lifetime?
This lifetime, yes.
Oh, no, Chandler's is worse.
Yeah. Yeah, and Joey's with the turkey on his head. That's the one I was thinking of.
Which is my son's favorite scene in Friends ever.
Oh my god!
The turkey on his head.
Yes.
He loves it. We actually have that ornament on our Christmas tree right now.
Really? That's so
yes.
good. Okay.
So that is, it was like a whole set of Friends, and Joey came with a turkey on his head.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, we have, listen, more turkey, Mr. Chandler.
Oh, yeah.
Is of course Chandler's worst Thanksgiving memory, of which Joey's like, no, I want to hear it. It's like a tradition having Chandler bum us out.
That's right.
So he tells the story, and I love Phoebe calling him out, like, oh, I'm sorry, was the little rich boy having an issue with the butler?
I know. It's like,
yes, mine was worse, and I'm like, you know what, Chandler? That's a fair point.
Yeah. Yeah, Phoebe's kind of able to, whenever any of them are having a rough go of it, it's like, yeah, I've lived on the street with the guy that talked to his hand. and I lived in the car with him. So I think Phoebe wins that one time and time again.
Phoebe's going to win every single time if it comes down to that.
Yeah.
She's from the streets.
Yeah, well, remember when Ross tried to say butternut squash and it came out squatter nut bosh? Yeah.
That's the same. Okay. Here's what I do want to say about Joey with the turkey on his head. As iconic a friend scene as that is how bad is Monica's wig?
Oh,
it's real horrible.
It is.
It's so bad.
It's bad. Yeah, it is really.
I'm not a costume designer. Well, I'm not out here trying to throw shade at people.
So is Rachel's though. When Rachel had the bangs, like in the second portion of the flashback, it's wow.
And that, I can almost excuse that one away because it's farther in the past.
Yeah.
You know, they're not at the apartments yet. Joey in the apartment with the turkey on his head is not far from what we used to see her looking like.
I know. It's like they could have just explained that she had a haircut. Why did they need to put a wig on her? I guess just to create that sense of being in a different time, but it was not good.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. You can do that.
Yeah.
But that one was bad.
It was better.
It looked real bad.
Put that Bonnie Bald wig on and put a better wig over that.
You know what? No kidding. Anyway, we do have to listen, it all comes up. We've had the turkey on the head trying to scare Chandler. We talked about that. We talked about more bandages, more turkey, Mr. Chandler. But this all comes down to Monica's worst Thanksgiving ever, which now we get to flashback to the Geller household. And this is called the one with the Thanksgiving flashbacks. I'm arguing none of these are flashbacks. We haven't actually seen any of these things before.
Well, they're flashbacks flashback would be for something, them.
You know, that's questionable.
Because it's called the one with all the Thanksgivings, though. It's not called the one with all the Thanksgiving
The one with
flashbacks.
the Thanksgiving flashbacks.
No, it's just called the one with all the Thanksgivings.
Hold on.
Should we put some money down on this?
No.
Wait, is this one of the ones where sometimes they are called something different depending on where you look? There are a couple episodes like that.
Well, I wrote it down from my HBO Max, but I'm pulling it up on IMDb now to see what they have it as. And I will write down the ratings. Don't worry. I've already got mine written down. So.
Oh.
One.
It's saying
no. This says the one with all the Thanksgivings.
But you're right though. If you Google it, it says the one with the It's actually, it even leaves out the word all. The one with the Thanksgiving flashbacks.
That's what I had written down.
That is not the official title. Google is wrong.
Well.
The one with
that's what I said. The one with the Thanksgiving flashbacks, but apparently it's also the one with all the Thanksgivings. So there you go.
So I guess it might be a technicality because it's. And I mean, listen, these are still flashbacks, even if they're not ones that we've experienced with them. They're still flashbacks.
Well, but a flashback is not for the character. The flashback is for the audience.
No.
It's a flashback is audience perspective.
Yeah, but think about How I Met Your Mother. A lot of those are that's still flashbacks, but we haven't seen those things. A flashback is just a flashback.
I question whether. This is very interesting. I don't really know the answer to this. I'm just making stuff up as I go.
I'm telling you the answer.
No, I don't want to believe your answer either. I want to believe my own answer.
If you're listening to this out there, you need to not stay quiet on this. I need you to speak up on my behalf. Hello, what is a flashback? Come on now.
What is a flashback?
Good Lord. Okay.
I guess in my opinion, it would have been I've always interpreted a flashback as a look back at something you've already seen. You're going back to it. Not necessarily this. The episode that we got where it was the one with the invitation got absolutely blasted on IMDb. It got a 6.9 rating. Now, that episode was the worst in Friends history to date for what we're up to. I'm curious to see I didn't see it when I looked at the title. I'm curious to see what this is rated.
I think
because
it's gonna be a good one. I
really think it is too.
Anyway. Oh yeah,
I think it's going to be a good rating, but these are not flashbacks.
Yes, they are.
That one was flashbacks.
Wait,
that was
so are
all...
you saying the one with the prom video isn't a flashback?
No. Yes.
Okay.
That's like another look at history.
But we'll have to move on.
We will disagree. I will look this up later. I will agree to disagree.
Flashback. I mean, what would you call it then?
That's a great question. A look back in time.
What are we saying here? That is not. Oh my god.
I mean, I wouldn't call it. I don't know. You know what? Give me time, and I will come up. No, it's not a flash. It is a
look back?
You're appearing into the past of a character.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Whoa.
Sounding dumber by the moment.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's, you know what? It's tough. You'll get there.
I don't like it. Like it.
Well, I even have in my notes here flashback to Chandler as a kid. Like that's what
well, I mean, okay.
I mean, that is what it's called. Listen, I don't know what you're saying here, but we're flashing back in
For the
time.
intents of this episode, I will refer to them as flashbacks.
It's really, so when we're then going into the past, where we have the multiple sequences where Monica is saying to Rachel, like, hey, yeah, remember your worst Thanksgiving? Or Rachel, rather, is saying to Monica, let's talk about that bad Thanksgiving that we had together. So I really enjoy these moments that we get to see Rachel and Monica and Chandler and Ross, you know, in their college years. Because at this point, well, I guess Rachel and Monica are they're still in high school, but Ross and Chandler are in college. And Ross and Chandler, you know, when they first come in, they're gonna start their band, and Chandler's hair is out of control. It's like these little wings up in the air.
Isn't that like the flock of seagulls haircut? Isn't that what that's called? The flock of
seagulls, exactly. Yes, and it is just wow. It's everything. And Monica is so excited. She wants an introduction to meet Ross's new friend, and he's saying Ross's little sister, and Chandler's like, okay, because Monica is much bigger, much heavier in these episodes, or in this flashback. Yes, in this past sequence of events.
Yes.
And Chandler doesn't like Thanksgiving or anything about Thanksgiving, so he doesn't even want the food. And you know, I like how Judy Geller is like, well, I'm so glad you brought him here, Ross. But Monica is very excited to make Chandler mac and cheese, and you know, she's giggling so much she spits up her soda. She obviously like has this kind of like insta crush on Chandler, like right when she sees him. And Chandler though is not nice here, and because she walks into the kitchen,
not feeling it.
Overhearing him say to Ross, because Ross is kind of wanting to like hang out with Rachel and you know, have some alone time.
He's gonna sing her his song, "Emotional Knapsack." Right on.
That's right. And Chandler's saying, "Well, I don't want to be stuck here with your fat sister." Ooh, that one is
hard.
And Monica walks in.
Hard to hear.
And this whole scene is really, really awful, because it's like Monica walks into the kitchen right as she's overhearing Chandler saying this to Ross. They don't even know that she's overheard him. And so she walks right out, and just then Judy and Jack are like, hey, Monica, do you want leftovers? And she's like, no, I'm full. And Jack is saying, well, finally, she's finally full. And it's like, oh my God, everything about this scene is just horrible. Like, it's so bad. And then to have them the next year, when they do the next flashback, Monica is like rail skinny. Like, she's lost all this weight, and it's just like, oh, it's I like how she makes the comment, well, my heart isn't struggling anymore, and that's great, but my goodness, like, it just is such an extreme reaction, and it makes you kind of wonder, at least for me, I'm watching this like, is that's a bit extreme and maybe a little unhealthy, but all right.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, because Courtney Cox goes from wearing like a fat suit,
Yep.
to then wearing like a skin tight dress.
Super tight, yes.
I even go, whoa, Courtney Cox is way thinner than I thought she was.
Yes.
Because even in her regular Monica gear, she does not look as thin as she does in that picture.
Yeah.
Or in that scene.
Yeah.
And
she's very thin. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was
incredibly
90s thin. That was the
This was 90s thin. So she was the shift is dramatic. And the idea behind, I understand where you're going with this whole thing, which is the whole idea of, is this a good thing to have lost all this weight, all this, like you could have stopped losing weight like halfway.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of weight to lose real quickly.
Yeah.
And I know, listen, today we got all kinds of people dropping all kinds of pounds with all sorts of things out there. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I know people, obviously, many people are concerned about their weight. There are a lot of different ways to lose weight. Some people find it a lot easier one way or another. Like, this is a journey that everybody probably goes on for a short or long period of time, depending on their level of comfort with their weight.
Yeah.
However, for a 90s sitcom, as we are looking back as a nostalgic situation, this kind of flies right into the smack dab of, like, look at the girl on the magazine cover.
Right.
Like, this is something that you want. This is something that you don't. Mm-hmm. And so for Friends to be showing like, hey, here's Monica, super thin. Yes, Monica's thin now. Everybody loves it.
I know.
Like, she's great now. Before, she was hideous. And in all honesty, I still feel like in future flashbacks, I will use the word, they make her even look worse.
They do. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, that comment that you just made, that was from Judy, where she's like, yes. Monica's thin, that's great. But we want to hear about Ross's new girlfriend. And it's like, and because Judy, no matter what Monica does, like,
doesn't matter.
It does not matter. And yeah, this is where we get that line from Ross. Her name is Carol. She's pretty and smart and plays golf and tennis. Can you believe it? She plays for both teams. Oh boy. Yep.
So funny.
Yeah.
Like, I love that they make all those jokes at Carol's expense, even though she's not around to like defend them. Just to kind of like layer in it was always there, Ross.
Yeah.
You never saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, like, two-sport athlete, that's not anything that would be, something that you would notice.
No.
But, like, the fact that you give the line she plays for both teams, super funny. Love it.
Yeah. But I have to say then, when Monica, she wants to humiliate Chandler because of how he made her feel the previous year.
Yeah.
And so she's talking to Rachel because Rachel's saying, well, he's drooling all over you. You should get back at him because now he wants you. So you could just like tease him and whatever and just act all like sensual and, just start holding like the box of macaroni and she's rubbing it against her face. I mean, this scene is so insane.
So bad.
And it just goes to show like really how nerdy and awkward both Monica and Rachel are. Like, if anyone, when we talk about just Chandler have game, it's more like, did either of these girls have any game? I would say no.
No,
not at all.
I mean, we see Rachel essentially take those same skills and try and like get guys with them now. And it's wild.
Yeah.
Monica with like the 4 carrots in her fingers and the box of macaroni and cheese. And then is like, and the knife, I like to rub it against my body.
Oh,
And I'm like, what are you doing?
What is happening?
It was so insane, but also super funny.
Yeah.
I laughed the whole time. I always do.
Of course,
it's a great scene.
Of course, it cut off his toe. His shoes were made of wicker. Another great line from
Such
Jack.
a good
Ellen.
line from Jack.
Yeah, and also I love the line when Chandler, after his toe has now been cut off from Monica dropping the knife on his foot, and they're wheeling him into the emergency room, and they hit his foot against the wall, and Ross is like, "Severed toe, you just said it." Yeah, and Monica brings the carrot. So that means there's a toe in my kitchen. Oh, God.
There's a toe in my kitchen. Yeah, and you know what? I feel that from Judy. I understand. Like, of all things that Judy has said ever, right. I get that
That's the most
one.
relatable.
Because if that was ever in my situation, I'd be like, oh my God, there's a body part in my kitchen still. Mm-hmm. Like, ugh.
Yeah, Phoebe probably would have eaten that by now. Meaning Phoebe, the dog Phoebe, not Phoebe.
My dog Phoebe.
Yes,
oh yeah, she'd have cleaned it up. No problem.
But yeah, I have to say though, Eric, and maybe this is a hot take. I don't know.
Okay.
But every time I've rewatched this episode, I have real problems with the way that Chandler reacts, because I feel like, okay, I get it. You got a piece of your pinky toe severed. This was a long time ago. I actually feel very strongly about the fact that what he did was actually worse in a lot of ways. Like Monica walking in on him saying, "Oh, I'm just going to hang out with your fat sister," which like perpetuated this whole chain of events. And Monica, it was a total accident. Like for her, the knife just slipped. I mean, she didn't mean it. Whereas for Chandler, it was much more intentional. Like he meant what he said in that moment, and he was being a jerk. He also didn't remember it. This was just a fleeting moment for him. He didn't even remember calling Monica fat. So, I mean, both of these situations can be explained away for sure.
Are you talking about? The reactions
in real time?
Their real time?
Yes, when they come back and Chandler, so after the first sequence, they came back and before they told the second story, he's saying, "Oh my gosh, I don't even remember calling you fat. I'm so sorry."
He was incredibly apologetic.
He was very apologetic. But then right after that, after she tells the second story, he is like super angry to the point of storming out, saying he doesn't want to talk to her right now. He needs to be alone. I'm like, all right, Chandler, like, stop being a drama queen here. Like, this is, I don't know. It's like your toe is healed. Move on. Like, you know how to balance without it now. This has been so long. But I also do appreciate that whole chain of events is what then created the need for Monica to need to cheer him up, put the turkey on her head, which then leads to Chandler confessing his love. I love that.
I also think it's also very, very good of Chandler. I look at that scene slightly differently. Okay. I understand what you're saying, and I agree.
It just feels unbalanced to me. I don't know.
What it is it seems like an overreaction from Chandler for something that is water under the bridge at this point. Like, I know we're all learning about his severed toe, but he's clearly lived with it for a very long time. And in all honesty, if he's learning about this because of something he did himself, he should feel less bad about it, I guess. Like his speech is what caused all of this to go down. That being said, I thought it was very poignant of Chandler in his relationship growth to be able to say to Monica when she's like, "Well, what can I do? How can I make it up?" He's like, just leave me alone. Which I think is something that more people need to be able to say. Yeah. Like, let me just go digest this.
That's true.
And we're all good. And everybody, we can all come back fine. But let's just take a beat here instead of forcing the issue and forcing apologies and making people just be upset and angry all the time. Like, it's just not.
Well,
it's just not the way that needs to go.
So are you saying that Monica shouldn't have showed up right away with the turkey on her head?
No, I interpret there being enough time has passed for that to have been
she
okay.
had to prep that situation.
Like, yeah. But I will say, I have an issue with that scene.
How does the turkey ever get off their head? Because I'm wondering that. Okay.
No, that's not my question. The turkey head goes on Joey.
Yeah.
Right? It's a real
the first
turkey. Yes. It is a real turkey with the intention of trying to scare Chandler. Right? Okay. Then
I'm nodding.
We have this present tense scene. Yes, that's correct. I'm viewing the nodding. Monica puts the turkey on her head. I now feel like this is not a real turkey. Like, I feel like she's got a turkey head mask. She's putting sunglasses on it, a hat on it. I know it's not actually a real turkey. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like, in the first sequence, the appearance is that it's a real turkey. Do you also think that this is a real turkey in the second one?
So yeah, to me, they're both real turkeys.
I guess I just always look at it because she's doing the glass. Yeah. No, I think it's the exact same turkey mask.
Okay.
But like I interpret it as, I just don't think Monica would actually put her head in a real turkey. Maybe that's the part that I'm like having a disconnect with.
Yeah, that's tough to.
I'm like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean.
Joey would do that.
The fact
Monica's not doing that.
And talk about a sign of her true love, because her putting her head, it stinks. Of course, you have your head up a turkey's butt. Like, yeah, that's as Phoebe said earlier. It's like, yeah, Joey running around too with the turkey on his head, and Phoebe coming home to find him is so funny. But Eric, I will say, this time around, I was wondering, how did that turkey ever come off? They do not show the turkey coming off of their.
They don't show it, as far as we know. I do love. I will say, one of the things that my son loves to hear over and over is when this turkey is on Joey's head. He doesn't watch Friends a lot, but he comes in. He will always come into the room when this episode is on, and he'll sit there and wait for Monica to go, "Who's in there?" And then Joey shoots up and he goes, "It's Joey." and my son thinks it's the funniest line that's ever been delivered.
I agree. It's the way he says it. It's so funny.
Yeah. The amount of times that I've had to say it's Joey is unending in this house.
And I love how Joey, of course, puts his head on the table with the turkey to try to, I don't know, pretend that it's just the bird.
Well, what else are you going to do?
Oh my God. So funny. I agree with him in that this is such a funny scene.
So now we're going to jump into our IMDb rankings section of this episode, where we put our rankings up against yours on IMDb, and we mention our favorite and least favorite characters of the episode. Last episode, I went first. I promised I'll let you go first.
Okay.
Who do you want to start with, favorite or least favorite character here?
Well, I have a little bit of a streak going now because I'm picking Monica again for my favorite character. I just really like her in these episodes because, listen, she's trying to talk some sense into Rachel about Danny. She also came clean. I mean, she didn't have to tell those stories about Thanksgiving, although Rachel kind of like forced her a little bit, but she did come clean about, what happened there, and she held it together despite being put down by her parents and Chandler about her weight. Yeah. And, the knife thing, like I said, it was an accident. So I'm team Monica on this. And so I went with Monica. How about you, Eric? Who's your favorite?
This is a much tougher one, and I didn't come with these preloaded, so I think I'm going to go with Ross. It has to be one of the four from the flashback. It has to be Ross, Chandler, Monica, or Rachel. No offense to Joey and the turkey head, and no offense to Phoebe and her more bandages, but those four to me bring the funniest pieces.
Yeah.
And in that episode, Ross doesn't have a lot, but I do love the little things he talks with Chandler about, like bringing up the new song, Emotional Knapsack, or that I can't believe how stupid we looked last year, as he's like rolling up his Miami Vice sleeves.
Oh, my
and,
God.
Trying to call his parents by their real names to look more adult for Rachel.
Oh, yeah.
Like all of these little things that he does. But not just that. In the previous episode, when he's trying to move in with Chandler and Joey, I feel like it is super cringy, everything he's doing, but it's also funny.
Yes,
and I love all the little Joey puppet hands and the asking them to pay for the air purifier and putting his name on the answering machine and then having to go get an apartment that has a kitchen/bathroom. Yeah. So I'm going to go with Ross here. And unfortunately, this leaves me really with Phoebe or Joey for my least favorite character. And oh, man. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I'm going to back out of that all the way.
Yeah.
My least favorite character is Danny.
Oh, Danny. Yeah.
My least favorite character is Danny. All 6 of them were too good to be the least favorite. They all have good moments in these 2 episodes.
Although we get worse from Danny coming up. But.
We get something from Danny down the line here.
Take a real sharp turn with Danny.
He takes maybe the most aggressive character
honestly.
turn. But Danny, he just bothers me.
Yeah, I don't like Danny.
Joshua, I felt like, no, you're just not bringing anything to the table. Danny actively bothers me.
Yeah. Yeah, Danny's, yeah.
I'm not a fan. I don't even see what Rachel's going for here. Like, anyway. Yeah. So I'm going with Danny.
All right.
Danny's the bottom.
Well, I went with Rachel, which I think that's also 2 in a row. But she just acts just so.
It is not.
Oh, what
it is not. You had Joey last time.
Oh, I did Joey. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, Rachel in in these 2 episodes, she just how she's acting around Danny. It's just I'm having other flashbacks about Joshua here, and those are actual flashbacks that we can reference.
There you go.
But it's really after analyzing the whole Joshua situation recently, it's making me realize I'm like, wait, maybe this is more about Rachel and less about these guys, because this is definitely a little bit of a pattern here.
What I'm saying.
So it's just really awkward. And I just feel like she was kind of making Monica tell these stories, although in her defense, she also doesn't know that she and Chandler are together. So probably not realizing that, this might land a little bit differently now than maybe it would before. But I also do enjoy that part of the dynamic where it's like he's so apologetic to her and they're all just like, yeah, this is normal. Because it almost seems like more of a relationship apology than... like there's a moment where it's like, is this kind of a little...
Well, you know what I was waiting for? I was actually, I had my episodes confused, but I was waiting for Monica to say, and when we start lying to each other...
Yeah, and by we...
And it's like, and by we, I mean society. Because it seemed like a very relationship-y conversation that they were having in front of everybody without it coming off as being enough in a relationship.
Where it was clearly like, even as a friend, would be extremely hurtful to hear. And then, so, Yeah. So I went with Rachel because I feel like she kind of forced her hand here to be retelling these stories. And yeah. So Eric, how about the ratings? Curious what your ratings were for each of these.
Okay, so I'm taking a leap of faith here. The last flashback episode, which was truly things we've seen before already. Mm-hmm. It was a whole episode of like the Ross and Rachel highlight reel. That episode went right in the tank. I think this one's going to be great. I think people love this one.
I agree.
And I do love this one. I hedge on putting it into the 9s. I think so. I have given it an 8.8, and it is easily my favorite of the two.
The same.
But I'm going to give it an 8.8, and I'm going to go Ross moves in at an 8.3. There are parts of it that I like more than others. And so I don't know that I can get it to like middle 8, 8.5, 8.6. So I'm going to stick it on the lower end, but the high end of the lower end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with an 8.3, and I'm going to go with an 8.8 for the Thanksgivings.
Yeah, I had a pretty big divide between these. I gave the one where Ross moves out. Or the one where Ross moves in, rather. I gave that one an 8. Yeah. Because it's still, it's a solid 8, and I like the Phoebe with Larry, the health inspector guy. I just thought that part was really cute. But otherwise, the Danny stuff really don't care about.
It's the Danny stuff.
And Ross moving in.
Even though I do like the regatta gala.
I do. Like there are moments.
I like the phrasing of it.
I do
that's
too.
All.
And there absolutely, there's moments that I love with both of these, but that one was definitely the lower one. And I gave the one with all the Thanksgivings a 9. Again, another just solid 9 for me. So I think that is very justifiable. I think people will rate before I even look. Do you think this will be, we both gave it an 8.8 and a 9. Yeah. Do you think the people will rank this like crash out bottom level? Or do you think they're going to go, no, this is really high? I do think that the people will all, listen, I was way off base with my last 9 that I gave, but I do think that this one, I would be shocked if this one was like in the 7s or something like that. To me, that would not add up at all because we get everyone. I just think it's such a fan favorite when we see the flashbacks of like Ross and Chandler when they were younger.
Because these
are their crazy hairdos. We didn't even talk about Ross's mustache and like just, being able to see them in their childhood home. I just feel like that's always great. So, yeah.
I think... We'll call them flashbacks for the purposes of this episode. I think the flashbacks where we find new content is not the same as like what I will now refer to as a highlight reel of the hits, like the Ross and Rachel highlights.
Oh yeah, no, those don't land as well because it's like, hello, we just saw that, people, like that.
We saw this already. No. As opposed to this, which is a whole new episode, even though it's all in the past, I don't have a problem with that. Okay. Pulling them up. Okay. The ratings. The people have spoken, and they do concur with us. The Thanksgiving episode is a banger. Now, how much of a banger? A 9.0.
Oh!
Exactly what you gave it.
Man.
Spot on. Right. I'm not upset about that.
Yeah.
I'm not upset about that. I gave it an 8.8. I'm happy with that. Now, the one where Ross moves in, that is the lower one. The people also have spoken that it is definitely lower, and they gave it an 8.1.
I was pretty close with both of these.
You, again, were very close there. So there you go. Right. Like 8.1 for the one where Ross moves in and a 9.0 for the one with all the Thanksgivings or the one with the Thanksgiving flashbacks, whatever you want to call it, because it's listed both ways.
We need to hear from you guys on this. What is a flashback?
It plays for both teams.
Oh, gosh.
No, we don't need to hear from anybody. You know what? we'll just keep
Well, there's
this
a
one
reason why we
quiet.
keep calling it flashbacks as we talk about it, because there's no other word.
We're just gonna forget that all that happened earlier, and we're gonna move on about our day. Well, thank you so much for listening to the We Run on Reruns podcast. Please check out our socials: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe. Follow us where appropriate. Thumbs up the shorts. Again, we just had one that kind of spiked for us. It was a big hit. So again, we really like seeing this community come together and start growing. And the more you guys comment and like on our videos, the more that they get out there. We really appreciate that. And again, you can find these podcasts in their entirety at werunonreruns.com and also Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and your other favorite podcast providers. For Amanda, this is Eric. Enjoy watching episodes 9 and 10 of Friends Season 5 next week. Happy rerunning, everybody.
See you, pals. Bye, guys.